Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading for the 25th of April through to the 2nd of May 2026, and as always it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And also if any other meanings come up for you with the images on these cards, please listen to your own intuition. And you also like to encourage people to, if you don't already have some couple of tarot decks, getting some of those, some tarot decks and doing some readings for yourself can be kind of helpful for spiritual growth and also developing your intuition as well. So let's welcome in the archangels for you, Scorpio, the Ascendant Masters, light beings, and our high selves, of course, and any other animal, ancestral, or dragon guides that you feel resonant with, Scorpio. I'm just wanting something to jump out here to get the ball rolling. I'll just see what's going to jump out here. There we go. 9 of Pentacles. Nice energy to start. You also have the Empress, who just came out for Sagittarius in the same position. Let's chat about these two and then we'll grab some more. So yeah, 9 of Pentacles in the Empress. Wow. This is just really beautiful, abundant, peaceful, nurturing, growth kind of focused energy. But also I think recently, Scorpio, you've hit on a focus here, something that you're focusing on, and it's allowing you to kind of create a nice lifestyle, a nice, work-life balance. And the Empress here, maybe you're just feeling really held by a very benevolent spirit guide, okay? Or there's a very caring influence around you. Or this could be your inner Empress, okay? Your ability to nurture yourself and others and to hold space, to be connected to the earth, to be grounded, okay, as well. That's happened recently, so I guess that's been, that could have been a little while coming for you to move into that energy, but I think you're feeling into it now more strongly. But we will grab some current energy. So that's sort of been happening over the recent weeks, recent months. Wow, what have we got here? The 3 of Wands. Okay, so there's something here. Let's just grab some more and then we'll... Strength, 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups, and 3 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, so this really balanced, great work-life balance, feeling of abundance that you are experiencing at the moment, Scorpio. 3 of Wands. I feel like you're also standing on the threshold of something else here as well, which is perhaps even more, or this, feelings of emotional, spiritual, creative abundance is kind of giving you the confidence to maybe look at making another step. So maybe you're taking a consolidatory look at things or maybe you are contemplating, like moving into this energy more via maybe an experience or a group of people or something that you're going to be aligning yourself with here. Okay. Yeah. An underlying theme is that you have the Strength and the 2 of Swords. So I feel like here you're going to be really applying your self-discipline and your ability to overcome challenges like within you, okay, as well as around you. And this is about sort of 2 of Swords can be about waiting, or it can be about a decision, but it's not a light decision. It's something that's going to, I guess, you're going to be working out over time. But I think it's like you realize that to be in a stronger position within yourself is going to help you to be able to make this decision. So there's something about gathering your strengths, gathering your, or fine-tuning your ability, your inner fortitude, in order to make a decision of some sort. General direction moving forward is very interesting because we have these two knave energies, so two page energies, which is really lovely. It's inner child energy, okay? Knave of Swords and Knave of Pentacles. So Knave of Swords is talking about your natural curiosity, Scorpio, your inquisitiveness, okay? Your ability to kind of investigate, jump in, learn new things, being open to learning new things. And the Page of Pentacles here is, it can be talk about, you know, because the Earth is talking about the physical body, it could be that you are looking to do something physically active that you used to do as a child, that you love to do, that brings you delight. Not necessarily that you used to do as a child. Maybe it's something new that's helping you to move into a new space physically. But also it can be talking about learning, okay, doing something practical, but once again, sort of in a, perhaps a playful like way, but it could also be that it's just something that's really going to give you a lot of joy. So, you know, these two things moving forward is inner child activation for you, Scorpio, like big time. Yeah, something that's inquisitive and you're curious about, and maybe something to do with the body, maybe a type of exercise or recreation that, or maybe even just being in nature, you know, it could be something as well. Let's have a look at your outcome. Or maybe you're going to be working with children. Or really kind of, I guess, looking into that childlike energy. And there we have the Fool. Yep, that makes sense. So the Fool in your outcome is also a very source-connected, very trusting energy, but trusting and believing in yourself, Scorpio, okay? You're going to be trusting your inner gut here. Wow, and it's going to be transformational, yeah. Death or rebirth here. There's something about a rebirth for you here happening. And wow, 8 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so in the area of your challenge, there's something here that's wrapping up, and this could be to do with maybe some stress. Maybe there's a lot of, you know, you could be having anxiety, stress. It might be a job role that's really stressful that maybe you feel is coming to an end. And this could be a challenge because maybe there are reasons for you to not bring it to an end, but it could be that this, you may not, this might be something that you're not aware of, that maybe that this is going to wrap up eventually. But it's then going to be followed by this, you know, 8 of Wands, a very focused, driven energies into a certain direction. But it's going to be different. So there's going to be changes here. So maybe there's something here, and this could be a challenge. Maybe you're perceiving that this thing does need to change, this energy, and that, yeah, that it will be changing in the future. Okay. Yeah. Let's have a look at your spirit guidance. So, yeah, the Death is slow change or transformation. So there could be something here that, it's interesting because at the start of your reading, it's like, this is a very comfortable energy, this Empress energy, okay, and the 9 of Pentacles. Very safe, secure, comfortable energy. Yeah, I feel like there's something about that you're going to be making a decision about that safety and security. And either this could be, this is looking like someone with a wand here, sort of pointing towards this family here. Okay, so maybe it's something to do with your family, or creating a new family, or this could be children, your children, okay, or it's your inner child, okay, whichever kind of sits more with you, said Scorpio, is probably the one to go with in that scenario. Yeah, let's grab some spirit guidance now. Got 1, 7 of Cups, looking at your options. 5 of Pentacles. Is there something missing? But wow, we have the 10 of Cups again. So interesting. This is in your current energy as well, a different 10 of Cups. So Spirit's saying that, your emotional part of spiritual life is, your creative, emotional, and spiritual fulfillment. Okay, that is, that's part of life, is to, have those experiences. Okay. And it's like at the moment with this 7 of Cups, Spirit's saying, yeah, sometimes it's, you do need to go through a period of time where you're kind of looking at options and, making some choices. And you're also kind of sorting out, what's a distraction, what you do want and what you don't want. And everything is a choice. This is like a choice, okay? So this is the thing too about this energy here. If this is wrapping up, it's completely your choice as to whether you wrap this up and change it, or as to if you don't. But it's sort of like to really look at the consequences of choices. I'm feeling like, because it's almost like if we put the choice in the middle here, this is not just about other people in your life. This is about your emotional fulfillment as well, okay? And so the way the cards laid out originally was that it was sort of like this. So I was like, well, if you choose one of these things here, is that going to, are you making that decision based on there's something that you feel is missing? And that you're going to sort of fulfill that, which I guess makes sense to do, doesn't it? But this is sort of like, you can choose, I guess, choices in life. You can either lead to, or they're guided by perceptions of lack, or leading to perceptions of lack. Yeah, this is like really like not lacking for anything. Okay, whereas this is like a perception of lack. So it's sort of like, what do you feel like you're missing out on? And what do you feel that you could choose that would help you to acquire your 10 of Cups here? I feel like Spirit's talking about choice there. But the 5 of Pentacles is also a bit of a choice. The 5 of Pentacles is challenge. So this could be financial challenge, okay? The Priest, so which is the Hierophant in this deck. So yeah, this is for a Spirit reminding you of your spiritual nature here, Scorpio. So you are an intermediary between spirit and earth, okay? Between the spiritual and the material. And yeah, I guess to really kind of consider that in the balance, if you're making choices here, is to kind of really make that nice balanced, take a balanced approach with regard to decisions, because I feel like there was this decision under here, that 2 of Swords, that you're sort of sitting on at the moment. But of having as much a balanced approach as possible is going to be helpful. Yeah, Justice. coming into alignment. There's something that you are adjusting, or something that you are working out what is going to be in the best alignment for you. And it's looking like there's something here that maybe you're not realizing at the moment, but it may well change in the future, in the best interest, in your best interest. Okay. The death and transformation here as well. This is like, transformation is about you coming into more peace, harmony, and balance within yourself, and also with regard to your balance of spiritual and material abundance. Okay, because we want abundance ideally in both of those realms if we can. Ace of Wands. Wow. New spiritual path. There's something about your inner child here, Scorpio, that's going to give you a clue. So it might be worth tapping into your inner child and doing some dialogue, taking some time out to kind of really sit with that. And here we have the Eight of Wands again in your reading. So there's, you know, you could be getting very busy with some changes in the future. This is also talking about a lot of energy that is, you know, that you are expending, or that you are using. This Eight of Wands is focused at the center point here. This Eight of Wands is like, has a direction that they're moving towards. Okay, so yeah, that's just different ways of looking at that. But I feel like there's some changes happening. You're going through a process of, I think it's a process of balancing, of work-life balance that you're coming into. Although Nine of Pentacles, you've kind of got this here. But maybe this is, yeah, maybe that's an idea that you've had, that you're wanting to create more work-life balance, or a greater depth of fulfillment in work and personal life, and in your spiritual creative self and your physical self possibly. Okay, which, because we have this inner child energy here, is very much like going, okay, because sometimes we put on our adult hat and we go through the motions. Okay, but when it comes to this emotional fulfillment, 10 of Cups twice in your reading, it's like sometimes we miss our innocence, our curiosity, our creativity. And this is what the inner child is sort of saying to you here, Scorpio, I think. Is that's sort of going to have a key. It's a key for you. Let's grab a Lemurian Star Child Oracle for you. Resolution. Wow. Resolution. It says realign, which is what you're doing here with the Justice. You're coming into alignment. Okay, realign beyond polarity, higher self-expression, and collapsing old timelines. So higher self-expression, that's what I feel. It's like you're going, you're now, it seems like you are moving into a greater depth of expression of your soul being. So it's a higher self-expression. It's not just higher consciousness up in the mind. It's a fuller mind, body, soul, spirit expression of you. Okay, is what this is talking about. Collapsing old timelines and moving beyond polarity. That's moving beyond this idea of being either in the head or in the body, or, you know, this separation thing, or separating masculine and feminine. It's like, I think you're coming into, this is it here, right? This is the earth element, which is feminine, and the air element, which is the masculine. So literally mind and body here. So something about mind-body connection could be what this is talking about for you, Scorpio, with regard to your higher self-expression. Yeah. So I hope that's been helpful. I think we might wrap it up there. But, you know, it's transformation. So this is slow change. Right, so there's something, if it's to do with your mind-body connection. Yeah, and here we have the earth. So maybe there's something here like physically that is, that maybe you feel is missing. Okay, Spirit's saying pay attention to the earth element. When I looked at these cards before, apologies for the, you know, it wasn't super clear what I was saying, but I think this is the earth element. So there could be physical challenges, or maybe there's things that you are doing at the moment. For example, this energy here, the stress that's affecting you physically. So, and then it's a matter of, okay, you know, with regard to the physical, looking at what your options are. What are the different things that you can do to help your physical body, or this mind-body connection, but also the connection between the emotions and the body. Okay, because I guess what ideally you're wanting is for your whole being to be feeling 10 of Cups, like mind, body, spirit. Okay, this is like the body now. We're talking about the body. So, yeah, if that resonates for you, Scorpio, yeah. So, yeah, I think we might wrap it up there. Hope that's been helpful. Look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.